さ。あ、戻った。ああ。ひらひらしている。とっても。HPP! Hi! It's been a long while, huh? Oh gosh. Took me way too long to try and get my mic working. Holy crap. Anyways. I gotta close the door. There we go. Yay! Woo-wee! Oh, when I'm not streaming, I'm typically working. Yeah, life be like that sometimes. Taking off my socks because they're sweaty. Yeah. In fact, I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I just sat down. Oh my gosh, I'm starving. Holy crap. It's been so long since I actually had any, music streams. So I'm kind of excited. Eating dinner and making music. Yep, the best combo. It's meatballs and pasta today. Oh. Oh, crap. It's actually pop out. Eating music and making dinner. Yep. Oh, no, not making dinner. Eating dinner. Oh, no, wait. I messed all that up. Eating music and making dinner. Yep. It's been a little bit since I had a music stream, so I'm kind of excited to get back to it. Nom 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 nom. No, I'm not gonna ban you! I just have to pop it out so I can see it. I have a whole setup. Usually it takes me a good 20 minutes, but I had 0 time today. Work wound up being way overtime. Yeah, I usually pop out the chats in a separate window so that I can read it while I'm actually doing stuff. And if I actually have it on an overlay when I'm playing a game, it's actually based on these pop-out windows. Yeah, it's very scuff over in here. Nande? Rumble still hasn't gone. What the crap? どうして? Rumble もう始めたい。あ、やっと。はー、よかった。Jeez Louise, I've had so many tech issues today. What the crap? It took way too long for Rumble to get working. Anyways. Pop out. Chat. So what are we working with? Ableton, Reaper, Milky Tracer. Reaper is really the only one that I know. If only because it's half free, I guess. I know. I think my brother worked with Fruity Loops for a little bit. I don't know if he still makes music, though. I actually got started on Studio One. I mentioned this before, but, it's called Studio One. And then there's, every time it comes out the new version, it's, oh, yeah. Music production, specifically. The DAW that I initially worked with was called Studio One. And then every time it came out with a new version, they'd put the number there, so it'd be Studio 1.3. But the trial version is called Prime. So it'd be Studio 1.3 Prime, or something like that. It was always nuts. But I only worked on the free trial version, so I haven't upgraded that one. I kind of lost all that stuff on my laptops, though. Unfortunately. That ain't coming back. Alrighty. I can't see my face. That's fine. We'll get back to this in a little bit. But, チャットと話していただけ。面白くないものです。まあ、今日のバースと始めたいと思います。Alrighty, let's start with today's verse. So for those who don't know, I've undergone this particular project where every time I do a verse, I'm translating the Bible from the start. I forgot my phone. I'll be right back. 携帯が必要だけど忘れてしまった。戻っていきます。戻った。I'm back. Can we read the letters of Paul? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get there. Sorry about that. I had to grab my phone because that's where my translations are. The thing is, I like to translate the verses I talk about into Japanese as well. And because the entire Bible is kind of self-referential, I kind of want to have some sort of a good foundation to pull from, so that I'm not just constantly being like, well, I think it's like this, so I'm going to translate it this way, when it could also be this. So. But yeah, I'm real excited to get into the New Testament stuff. That's going to be wild. Oh. Anyway, so today's verse is, just gonna have it like that so I can see my face. Today's verse is, no wait, continuing on from where we were. It's not today's verse, it's more so what is the new verse that I'm adding today. Anyways, so starting with Genesis, y'all be able to read that. You know what? Maybe we should do this. Is that good? Good enough. Now you can actually read it. Okay. So it's Genesis 1 through 6. So we left off at 5, so we're adding 6 today. Why NIV though? That's just the first version that pops up on here. That's really all it is. And to be honest, there's not a whole lot of reason to use any particular version right now. Because it's mostly factual based where we're at in Genesis. So in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." Also, this word vault, I guess that's kind of a more ancient way of doing it. I did see that there was a couple of other different, like this was probably one of the few areas where having a different translation might actually make a little bit more sense. The KGV Espanol. There it is, KGV. I've heard KGV's pretty good. Well, that's a very interesting way of formatting it. Firmament is often what I've seen, yeah. But, like, people don't use the word firmament anymore, so that's not really going to be too helpful. It's more so like an expanse or a space. That's typically what it is. Do I just hit the back button? Yeah, the back button. But yeah, I do understand, just from what I've heard, I understand why people are a little bit skittish about NIV. Oh, dear Lord, do I have to really do this? Okay, hang on. Ah, bummer. Whatever. I don't want to see this. Oh, well. Stop it. Me, bad arse, and translate the old from Hebrew and the new from Queen Greek. I, unfortunately, don't know those languages. I would love to, though. In all honesty, half the reason I'm kind of taking on this project of translating from start to finish is because I have heard that the currently available Japanese translations of the Bible are not very good. Unfortunately, I'm sort of following the same problem where it's translating from English to Japanese, but that's all I really have available to me. But if I could actually like work with a like Hebrew scholar, that would be very fun. That would be an interesting project. Granted, my Japanese is not strong enough for a lot of this, so I'm just kind of working with what I know. I guess you could say that I'm kind of simplifying it maybe for a Japanese audience. But yeah. But that would be bad arse. Like, good grief. I am kind of becoming a translation nut because I am seeing how terribly translated so much stuff is these days. Like, have y'all seen the Uma Musume controversy? Oh boy. His Japanese audience raise their hand out. I don't think it's very early in the morning for them, so I don't know if they'd even be watching right now. Anyway. Food. Tabettai. Oh. Peak time for Bible reading. Yes. That's always. Anyways. Yes. I do not understand why it's translated as vault, but I have seen expanse or space. Firmament is often is the KGV version, which is the most accurate to what it's trying to say. Which is basically, let's put ground in the water. That's really all this next verse is saying. We're putting ground in the water so that we can have bodies of water. Yee-haw. But, there was something that I had said earlier. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. This part right here, formless and empty. So, depending on what the original Hebrew is for earth, or, like, if they're talking about, like, the planet, or, like, the globe, or if they're just talking about the ground, I think this would kind of form into what this, or, like, lead into what this verse is, where my idea, like, one of the theories that I posited for what, this was meant by, is that the materials for the ground, like, for the ground that we walk on, were always there. Like, once he had formed the heavens and the earth, the material for ground was always there. It was just kind of here, there, and everywhere. Kind of like what happens when you, like, throw a bunch of dust into a bowl of water. They were just kind of there. It wasn't, like, hard or, not coagulated, but, like, it didn't accumulate, yeah. It didn't accumulate until he had, the God had finally said, alright, we're gonna start making some land. That's really about all there is today. We're not getting into any, like, super-duper deep stuff at the moment, but yeah. Hi, 日本語へ変えます。よし。ジェニサス、ちょっと忘れてしまった。それ、はい。一章、一節から六節はい。 もう翻訳していたことは、全世界の始まり点は、神様が土や天を作られたということだ。土は空っぽで形がない。深いものの表の上には、全く暗い。そして神様のスピリットはその水の上に飛んでいた。そして神様は光を作ろうと言ったら、光が存在した。神様はその光が良いということを見て、なんだノーティフィケーションもらってしまった。ゴッド様はその光が良いということを見て、闇から分けた。ゴッド様はその光を一の漢字でもその言葉を使うその光を日と呼んでいて、その闇を夜と呼んでいた。そして夕方が起こったり朝が起こったりしました。それは、最初の日だった。そして新しいバースは、そしてゴッド様は水気を分けるために間が存在すればいいと言いました。水気と翻訳したけど、本当の、言葉は多分、間を作ろう。その、ファーマメントという言葉だから、それは、歩ける上に歩けるもの。それ。はい。でも、その前のバースに、土が形がない。だから、多分その土は、砂みたいで、やっと、ここで、その、砂みたいな土を集めて、なんか、コンティネントの言葉は何だったっけコンティネント。大陸はい、大陸。大衆も、はい。はい。だから言っていたことは、このバースの意味は、大衆を作って、そういうことを通して、その水を分けて、水気を作りました。はい。例えば、海や、池、川、そういうことを作ってしまいました。はい。だから、元の言語はちょっとわかりにくいので、もっと簡単に翻訳していたとき、もっと簡単になってしまいました。元の言語は、もっと、水と水を分ける。水から水を分ける。そういうこと。あまり、分かりにくいので、もっと簡単になってしまいましたが、はい。私の方はちょっと、多分少し間違っているけど、それはあまり必要ではないことで間違っていましたと思います。はい。Alrighty. We're gonna do some prayer and I'm gonna eat a meatball real quick. まだ食べていないので、晩ご飯の食べていないので、たくさん食べています。それはビットボールやパスタです。はい。予約しましょう。My mind is like, 何 Yep, I totally get it. Anyways, go and do a quick prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you that I get to stream again today and that I'm finally gonna make some more music. I pray that I can get a lot of headway done for my lore project, because I'm really excited about that stuff. Thank you that I get to eat every single day. And I pray for my cousin as he is struggling very, very hard right now. I pray that the words that I sent him will give him plenty of encouragement and lead him to your arms. I thank you for everybody who shows up to my stream, be it a chatter or a lurker or even a VOD watcher. I appreciate everyone who gives me the time from their day, because time is the most precious thing we have. はい、日本語へ書いています。イエス・キリスト様へこの日をあげるのをとても感謝しています。そして、毎日食べられるということも感謝しています。また、スティームができるも感謝しています。もう感謝しています。はい。そして、みんなが来るにもとっても感謝しています。チャットとか、私が見るだけとか、そういう人にとっても感謝しています。いつ、天国で会いたいので、その魂を作ってください。ませんか？丁寧。でもね、いとこのために乗っています。とっても厳しい時期がでいるので、私の言葉のおかげで、剥せる、褒める、はい。もっと元気になるということをお願いしています。魂を作ってくださいませんか？はい。Amen. Woo! Alrighty. Let me start. Oh shoot, I forgot to check if I have to update Reaper again. Alright, let me transition here real quick. Okie dokie. Please don't force me to update, please. Oh. アップデートしなくちゃいけないかもけど。You working, Reaper? You working? Hello? Ah? Oh. Nani? What the heck is going on? The update demons are real. Oh, you have no idea. It's like every time I try to do another stream with this sucker, there was an error opening the project. Oh, I don't really want to need to do that one though, so we're good. There's an update! No! Proceed to the download page. Here we go. I swear this thing gets updated like every month or so. Which isn't a bad thing, but it is kind of annoying sometimes. Okay, we gotta... Yeah, enjoy your update whether you want it or not. Okay. I agree. Next, here we go. Install. Boop 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 bop bop. Boop boop boop. Hey! This doesn't take too long, which is nice. How? Perfect. There we go. Yay! We're back in business, yo. Just sort of scrunched it. Whee! Yay! Now you guys can see chat too. OBS was wigging hard earlier today. Something about stream keys. That wasn't fun. Alright, now let's put me up over here. There we go. Yeah. Shove this away. Woo! that's me. Look, Ma, I'm on TV. Alright, so, we are starting a brand new song today. 今日新しい曲を作りたいんです。まあ、let's see. Please, brother, can you pass me the oats, brother? I just want to lower the thick. There we go. Okay. Alright. Go. See those juicy VST. Yeah. So, actually, you know what? Usually a good place where I start is... Where the frick did it go? Notepad! There we are. Okay. Woohoo! So, typically, I like to get a good... Like, I brainstorm some mood stuff. So I kind of know what I want to go, but it's typically good to have these sorts of things. So, one of the big things that I want to have is, like, mysterious. There we go. I'm usually good at that sort of thing, so I'm kind of leaning hard. Vocaloid time. Oh, I want to try it. You have no idea. I have some Vocaloids. I have a couple of Taoloids as well. But, I have little to no experience in it yet. So, I don't have a whole lot of experience in composing to begin with. So I'm going to bolster my skills in that department first before I even try that. Oh gosh, I love this pasta. Woo! Yeah, salted pasta is the goat. Salted pasta and salted rice. Go figure. So mysterious is one. Peaceful is another I want to go for. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to show you something neat. Fushigi. Aha! Pasta with rice? No. I don't do those together. That'd be silly. It's just that salted pasta and salted rice are like the goat. Either or. I'm not a psychopath. Let's see. And then Heira Mara Shizuka. それもといい。はい。Somewhat quiet, yeah. Quiet. I want to put a question mark on that one. Why not? Rice soup is a thing. Usually whenever I think some food is weird, I Google it. Turns out someone somewhere eats something similar. That's very true. Yeah, I've had chicken and rice soup, but I haven't had rice and pasta together in the same meal, because that's kind of redundant. Fruit. Or, go. No, Nick and Nut. Let's see. Maybe a little upbeat. A little upbeat. 少し元気かな。Let's see. Kind of get some other thoughts down, because where do I start is the biggest question. Although, you know what? I tend to work best backwards, where I figure out how it's going to end, and then I work from there. I find that great with story writing, too. Always figure out how your story's going to end before you even write. Otherwise, it's going to flop hard. Like so many Hollywood stuff today, they're flopping so hard because they didn't actually think it all the way through. They just went, it's a great idea, let's go for it! Okay. How's this thing gonna end? That's actually a good question. How's that typing thing work? Type the pronunciation? Yes. So, I'm gonna geek out again. I kinda did this with, Vinchus. Kind of. So, let me show you. Hi. I gotta hit the thingy first. So, if I do haro, there's actually several different ways you can do it. So, this is just saying hello with Japanese syllables. No, it's all good. I already geeked out about this on our previous stream. You weren't there, that's all. Yeah. Actually, wait, were you the one? It was when I was doing the taxi stream. And I started, like, going hard about how Japanese has, like, 3 different ways of typing, or 3 different writings, systems. But, just kind of jumping off of that. Yeah, you do you type out the syllabary, so like ha-ro. If you do this, that's the ha-ro, which, we had a history lesson. Yes, yeah, you were the one! But, based off of, since it's all based off of syllabary, like, ha, hi, ku, he, ho, yeah. I just type in the syllabary that I want, and then because, like, kami, like, this is God, this is hair, and this is paper. So I just type out, I just, like, keep hitting it until I get the one that I want. Like, this is all the different ways kami could work, so you really gotta know what you're, looking for before you actually start typing. It's actually cool that you know, because JP folks usually don't have good enough English to explain these. Yeah, that's the thing. Most JP streamers are JP first, then English. I am native English, so I can easily explain these sorts of things to native English people. That's honestly the problem that a lot of anime is having. It's that most of the people who are translating the works are English first, then Japanese. When you have credentials like that, the stronger they are, the less you're going to want to work for simple translation stuff, like anime, books, manga, stuff like that. Those people typically go for where the big bucks are, and that's like live translating politicians or like scientific manuals, stuff like that. So usually when it comes to the anime scene, you're kind of left with, you have the leftovers, essentially. People whose skills are not up to par whatsoever. And those people are also, there's a big overlap with those people and political activists. So that's why we're getting a lot of nonsense with like the Uma Musume, where they did their darndest to not translate Christmas. It's the stupidest thing, but that's why that's there. But, because a lot of Japanese companies, they know their English is not that great. They're a little too reliant on the English side picking up the slack. And unfortunately, a lot of activists found that out, and they're exploiting it really, really hard. But, typically when you see a, like, iffy translation from, like, a Japanese game, that's probably because they did it in-house, and they didn't hire somebody overseas. Which is kind of funny, because typically you think it's the opposite, but... oh. Okay. What other sort of vibe stuff should I add here? How do I want this to end? Let's see. Like, bro, another weird thing that I saw was that, it was actually a pretty big name. Fantasio? Metaphor Fantasio, or something like that. There was a very, very, very simple, like, beginner-level mistake that was done in the English translation. And I was actually floored. Like, that actually made it past quality control. Holy moly. But that's why... Oh. Yep. I've heard a lot of good things about it. But there was a pretty big translation error. And it was made because it was just a simple one to make. Hold on a second, I'm just stuffing my mouth. Okay. I have not played the game myself. But I have heard a lot of good things about it. And I don't 100% know the context of the mistake, but even I could tell that it was a pretty bad mistake. Like, from what I saw, it was made by a character who tries to pretend to be tough. So she tried to say this. Jeez. Oh, you... Not, something like this. So,いつも怖かった. So something like that. Actually, you know what? Let's bump up. Can I like bump up the? Woo! Ah! Whoa! Okay, that's pretty big. There we go. Now you can actually read it. So this is what she was trying to say. It was something like this. Actually, no, it was this. Jitsu o iu to. There we go. Something like that. Jitsu o iu to, watashi wa itsumo kowakatta. So, I know I can't compare, but Atlas is not what it used to be. I've kind of heard stuff like that as well. Atlas, yeah, especially recently with like remakes and stuff, they've definitely been censoring a lot of their older things. And some of it is political activism. And then we also have issues like this. So this was what the one lady was trying to say. So if you were to literally translate it, it's something like this. To say the truth, I was always afraid. Yeah. Oh, for Pete's sake. Can we do Control A? Give me the big book. There we go. So that's what this literally comes to. So that's what they translated it. So that's what it wound up being. Afraid to tell the truth. For Pete's sake. This is what they translated it as. I was always afraid to tell the truth. Which isn't entirely wrong, but that's not what they were trying to say. Yeah. So what they're actually going, like, this is wrong. This is just flat out wrong. Do I have any other options here? Bruh. So that's wrong. That's wrong. Here is what it actually says. I think I know what's going on. I probably push it through machine translation, then edit it. Possibly. But this is actually a very human error right here. Because this is what it actually was trying to say. Here. There we are. So this is what they were actually trying to say. So this jitsu yuto. Another way of saying that is to be honest, to be frank. Because jitsu means truth, and yuto means to say. So to say the truth. I was always afraid. Like, yeah, you could easily mistake it as I was always afraid to tell the truth, but that would imply that you're lying, that you're a liar. But this lady is not a liar. She was just always afraid, but trying to hold it back, trying to pretend that she wasn't. So that's why this is actually correct. And this is just a turn of phrase. But if you don't know your Japanese well enough, you're going to assume it's Yoda speak. Every language has Yoda speak. To say the truth, I was afraid. Afraid of spiders you were. Something like that. That's what this is. Like, if it was supposed to be this way, then this is how it would have looked. 私は実言うと怖かった。Let's make that big. Here we go. So this is how that would actually look like. You just rearrange this a little bit. There you go. That's a very human error. Yoda speak, mistranslating Yoda speak is a very common error. And I was kind of floored that went through quality control. But yeah, AI translation is also something that's kind of becoming a thing. In part because of these translators not being so good. AI is actually better than most of these translators, which is wild. And it's only going to continue to get better. In fact, I'm actually struggling to find a translation job that isn't training AI because of what my level is. That's how bad it is right now. But, yep. Yupper doodles. Alrighty. There's me geeking out. Day number 9003. Anyways, what I have to focus on this. We're making music today. We're making music today. This is not a language stream. That's supposed to be for Saturdays. It's okay. We know you're hyped. Oh, goodness gravy. The thing is, I'm not 100% against AI. I just know that it's a machine or a tool that's way too easy to abuse. Like, I know that school kids are, maybe it's secretly a Saturday. Somewhere it's Saturday, I guess. Like, somewhere it's 5 o'clock. But, I'm not 100% against AI, because actually, as somebody who, like, doesn't have all the, like, crazy cash to throw about everywhere, using AI for animation is definitely appealing. It's definitely something that I'm going to look into a little bit. That's not to say I won't pay for commissions or something like that, because at the end of the day, a commissioner is going to get it right the first time. And they can likely do far more complex things still. But, it is way too easy to abuse. Like, I know school kids are still, like, grade school kids are using it to fill out their papers and essays for them. Like, oh, Lord, no. But it's definitely going to be one of those things where, not necessarily if you can't beat them, join them. You have to figure out how to use them before they beat you, essentially. So that's certainly something that I'm kind of keeping my eye on. But I think the place where I still kind of struggle with it is AI-generated music. Because it still produces a very, like, fake sound, if that makes sense. Have you heard the songs they produce? I was actually just getting into that. It is interesting. It is interesting on Suno and such. I don't know what Suno is. I have heard, like, some different AI-generated stuff. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But every now and then I can actually tell it's AI because it's very fake sounding. Kind of like how if you were to hear a trumpet on, like, a Nintendo 64, you could tell what they were going for, but it doesn't sound quite right. That's kind of what I feel with a lot of AI instrumentation, if anything. But, and sometimes the vocals as well do get a little whack. Excuse me. But it just takes a couple of generations, and eventually you'll get close. But I still prefer to make it myself, which is why I'm doing this. Because it's very hard for AI to get it exactly as you want it. And I'm a very precise kind of person. So, AI-generated music is definitely going to be an interesting bugger. But, yeah, that was probably months ago. Yeah, I've seen, what's it? Skywatch? Skywriter? Something like that. He makes a lot of interesting AI-generated stuff. The one that I've actually kind of had on the brain a little bit is a Million Amelias, based off of the whole Amelia character that came from that stupid UK propaganda game. Just 99% rubbish until 1% gets it close enough. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's close enough. It's still not going to be exactly the way you want it, which is why I'm still gung-ho about learning it myself. Like, learning to draw, learning to make music, learning to compose, stuff like that, so that I can understand how to make it that 1% and even better than the 1%, if that makes sense. Yeah, I love these philosophical discussions. It's a philosophical discussions over dinner, because I was eating dinner just now. Woo! I actually, I drew a couple of things for, not just that, my real problem with it is that it's never actually created. That is a very good point. Far too often they use AI as a replacement for creativity. The best ones are when they actually use it alongside creativity. Like, Leaflet has made some really good AI-generated stuff. But the thing is, she storyboarded it beforehand. And on top of that, I believe she also used reference material sometimes. And that's the thing that I've noticed too. AI works best when it has reference material. Companies won't care though, since it's good enough. Yeah, that's the other thing too. The thing is though, they're using AI because they say it's going to cut costs. Like, sure, it'll cut, like, the human error cost, but the electricity bill is going to be through the roof. So I don't know if it's actually going to cut costs in the way they think it will. Especially since I know Trump is trying to look into having AI data centers pay basically their fair share of the bill. Something that's been kind of going on here in the Americas is a lot of farmland is getting bought up, and then they're building AI data centers on it, and then they're eating up all the electricity, but they're not the ones paying for it. All the surrounding people that live nearby have to pay for it. So, don't worry, they don't know either. You know, it's just a shiny thing. Yep. I definitely think that the companies that jumped on the AI way too soon. It is not nearly good enough to use it for what they want it to yet, because AI is actually... Technically, AI is still producing more error than humans are, especially in the first generations. It's just easier to erase the errors and start again, I guess. But, the other thing, like, AI hallucinates way too much still. And I don't think they realize that. Like, half the reason Microsoft 11 is struggling right now is because AI is just not there yet. And they've been trying to incorporate AI, like their AI helper assistant thing, into everything they're doing with Windows 11. It genuinely sucks, apparently. Ugh. I'm definitely looking to switch to a different operating system soon. Anyway, jeez, we barely got anywhere. I'm definitely one of those people where once you get me yapping, I'll yap, and I'll yap till kingdom come. Alright, a little upbeat piece. How's this going to end? How is this going to end? I think that's a good place to start, which is funny. And yet, even in this Eastern Euro country, they're pushing it so hard, like in company support live chats, you can never get anything done. Oh, you have no idea. Or more, no, I think a better phrase is, yeah, I have a pretty good idea. Sorry for keeping you with the street. No, it's all good. It's all good. I don't really have a whole lot of people that I can talk to about this sort of stuff in real life, so I like it. I like it a lot. It's just funny. It's like, I'm going here to make music. Instead, I'm going to yap about the current events for a whole hour. But that's just the way it is. That's what I actually like about streaming. It's fun. Alright. Upbeat. So the thing is, how do I end? How am I going to end this? Hiccups. Excuse me. Oh goodness. Happens every time I eat. I eat so fast. I gotta slow down. Upbeat. Snow, like... Ah! I'm still in Japanese! Okay. What's the next question? It's kind of like snow, like, maybe. To like Yukimitai. Crunch, crunch. Not like that. More like falling snow. There we go. That's a better way of putting it. Which is ironic because we have so much snow here right now. So. Yukimitai. Okay. So, like, maybe bells. Yeah. Go. Better. That's one way to put it. Yeah. Bro, we got, like... My dog is a medium-sized dog. Like, he probably goes up to your knees on all fours. God, this is gonna be a Christmas song! No! We got so much snow here. My dog is a medium-sized dog. Like, on all fours, he probably goes up to your knees, like, at minimum. And the snow went above him. Like, holy moly. We had, like, 2 snow dumps within close proximity of each other. And we almost got a third. But we didn't. So we're still good. But you know it's bad when you have so much snow that people physically cannot get their Christmas decorations put away. Like, it's February, and we still have, like, reindeer out in some people's backyards. But they're stuck in the snow, so they can't get it out. So it still feels pretty Christmassy around here. But, kind of like, it feels like an overstayed welcome, but not intentionally. Everybody's just kind of like sitting awkwardly around the dinner table until they finally leave. Actually, no, I'm going to put this in... I'm going to put this in bold, because I definitely want to focus on something like that a little bit more. So you know what? Like nature sounds. Nature sounds. Like nature sound. Yeah. Go. Season keski mitai. Hi. There we go. Well, snowing today here as well, but not as much as the last week's. Yeah, we got a lot of snow. It's actually, I think it was like a freak storm, like one we haven't had in like ages. Nature sounds, squeaking squirrels. Nah, like more like rustling leaves, kinda. Or like wind, definitely wind. Actually, I know how to put that. That's a good thing to put down, thanks. It's like leaves, wind. There we go. Okay. Kaze. Ha. There we go, yeah. Alright, USA had snowstorms. Oh, yeah. Like, even Texas got snow, which is pretty unusual. Florida got snow. That's incredibly unusual. But, the biggest snowstorm that I remember actually almost went up to my head. Like, I was only a head taller than the snow. We had to tunnel out the backyard in order to actually get to our cars. But that was ages ago. And there was one where we had so much loose snow that the wind was making something we called snow-nados. The wind would pick up the snow and actually swirl it around like a tornado, so we called it snow-nados. That was a wild sight to see, dog. Alright, I think that's kind of good enough for now. Put this over here just to sort of see it. Yeah. Okay. So. Ah, that's not what I want. More dangerous than Sharknadoes! I can't believe Europe knows of that stupid movie series. I haven't watched a single one. Sharknado. Who thought of that? Okay, right. I have to do this, I think. Insert MIDI, right? MIDI. There. Oh. Insert new track. Well, whatever. We'll probably use it. That was probably... Yeah! It wasn't American. That's how I know of it. America's a place where you either get the best of the best ideas or the absolute stupidest. And I love every second of it. MIDI track controls. Why do I start the stupid? Give me the me. Give me the me. Give me the MIDI. I want the MIDI. Give me the MIDI. Tracks. Insert. There we go. Jesus. Okay. Whee. Okay, now that... Actually, you know what? Let's... stupid hair. Let's start looking at the STIs. Fire Labs. Add. Brother. Ah! Okay, there we go. What out of... What do I have? Arctic Swells. I know there's this. Hang on a second. Whee. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to pin this to the front. Actually, if I remember correctly, I need to do a thing here. It's me. Oh, wait, is that already on? Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Yay! Now you can hear the music. Yes, we will definitely use this one. So, that. Just to double check. Ah, Yahoo! Okay, that was high-pitched. Yeah, okay. And then for this one, let's check out the other one. Yahoo, what a blast from the... What? What do you mean, Yahoo, what a blast from the past? Like, are you talking about the search engine? Because actually, that's still kind of in use. Actually, you want to know what? Yahoo is more used in Japan than Google. Yeah, Japan uses Yahoo a lot. That surprised me. For swells. This was a very funny joke about the search engine. Yeah. Godspeed Japan, yep. You know what? I will include that one, yeah. Do a Control C, Control V, just to have it here. Woo. Just to double check. Alright, we have this one should be decay. Yeah, there we go. So, Arctic, so, no, that's decay. Decay. This is Arctic swell. Okay. Yeah. Should be right, right? Yep, we're right. We're good, we're good. And then let's try to find a bale. See if we can find a bale. I don't think I have anything in here for that yet. Ow, my toes. Get more packs. So, stay. For free. Go for. What would it be? Percussion, I think. Handbells. That might be worth it. That's not a handbell. Okay, hang on. Is this what we're looking for? Ah, okay. I guess we'll take a question mark. I'm looking for more like a... one of them... almost mallet full, like a pallet full, like a shh kind of bell. Or like a xylophone, almost like a glass xylophone maybe. Let's see. Not that. Bell. Oh, there we go, bell swarm. Glockenspiel, there we go, that's a good one. Okay. Oh, spoopy right there. Okay. That's the Christmas spirit, yep. Oh my lord, this is taking a while. You trying? Okay. So that while we're waiting for this to download, what should be the main? Like, those are definitely gonna be. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing I got the singular bells, because that might help with a couple of other things. Choice assortment of vibraphones, glockenspiels, and handbells. According to a breathtaking medieval church. What? According to church? I'm tired. It's been a long day, a very long day. It was the equivalent of being forced to watch paint dry for 2 hours. Well, also, next year, will you become Seglevincon? That's a terrible Ben 10 joke. Probably not. Well, the sort of lore behind Seg 10com as a name, than Seg 12, that actually rolls off the tongue a little bit better. But, the lore behind Seg 10com as a name is actually Sega, Nintendo, and Capcom. I was initially Seg 10com Bandai Enix, but then I realized I didn't quite roll off the tongue too well. So then I changed it to Seg 10com Celisaire, but I don't want to be associated with Final Fantasy XIV anymore, and half the reason I chose that last name was for Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm changing it again. But the Seg 10com Bandai Enix never actually made it into the whole VTuber thing. That was more so just my online pen name. But when I went VTuber route, I then changed it to, I started as Seg 10com Celisaire. But, yeah. I'm now changing it again. To what? That's a secret. That's for when the whole lore project finally dumps. Okay. Let us go back to this. First, let's try the handbells. That's actually not bad. Handbells. Those suck. Can't wait for the new name to drop. Well, it's gonna be Seg 10com something. But I can't tell you that yet. Although it's probably kind of obvious if you're actually paying attention. But okay, the ghost handbells actually might come in handy. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Call it Ghost Bells. Lemur. Okay. When I make stupid jokes like that, you know, I'm like half bored out of my mind from a long day of work. And then let's get to the other bells. So, where are they? Bell Swarm, there we go. Dinner bell. What does that have to do with dinner? Foundry bells. I like the ghost better. That's a terrible glockenspiel. That's pretty good. I could probably take the glockenspiel trio. Tolls. It tolls! That's ominous! Time for dinner, yep! What? That's such an ominous name. It tolls, and this is what you get? Okay, vibraphone. That's a little too tropical. Vibraphone swarm. That's just pathetic. I'll take the Glockenspiel trio. I could probably... Yeah. Oh, I could probably make this main, like... Frickin' Christmas! Why? Save that one for the horror movie score. Well, I mean, when you get just this. I don't think that's too scary. Alrighty. We're gonna go for the Glockenspiel trio. I got 3 Glocks in my pocket. Okay. Each Glockenspiel neat. I'm going to assume that says I can't play the Glockenspiel. It's very gangster. Oh! Okay. It's been a long day, y'all. Okay, this is very clippable material, though. My sides hurt. Okay. I need some water. Can you even clip them, Kick? I don't think so. I usually manually make my clips. Like, I actually throw them into, Kden Live, and then do whatever the frick I want. Heavens. I don't really have a whole lot of time to do that, though. So, I really do want to get an editor, but I don't know if I could, like, formally hire anyone to do that. No, I don't want that. Okay. So. 3 Glocks in my pocket. Okay. The funny thing is, I actually don't own a gun. I don't own any guns. I'm considering it, though, heavily. But, I'm just gonna say I don't quite trust myself with one just yet. Pew pew. Got 3 Glocks in my pocket. Okay. Sir, my friend, I will do it for a What? You would? If you want to, go right ahead. Hey, whatever payment you want, I'll throw it over your way, so long as you got a product to show for it. Okay. Yeah, right. That's 2 different kind of zooms here. Okay. Aw, got nothing there. No, but let's tune her down. Nah, it's just a nasty joke for outsourcing everything to New Delhi. Yeah, that's very true. Like, dude, all the call centers here in America go to open. Like, oh my gosh, half the time the person can't even understand you. It's like, dude, I just need to fix this problem on my computer. Why do I have to go to India? I mean, I would if I was actually good at editing. Hey, I feel you there. I'm slowly learning all the ropes myself. Like, this entire channel is just self-run at this point. Which is why there's so much stuff. Ooh. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. So, like, in this range, kinda. Okay. South Park joked about it even a decade ago. Yeah. South Park used to be a lot better. I don't really like South Park, but they do make a lot of really good jokes. I won't crap on them for that at all. They're just a little bit too crass for me. Excuse me. But they have been pretty good culture predictors for a little while, but as of late, they've really fallen off a cliff. I think they got bit by the Trump derangement syndrome bug. It's like he has plenty. There are plenty of things you can criticize Trump for, but when you start to blame him for every single little thing in the universe, that's when it starts going a little too far, you know? Okay, let's go for this one. Let's do that. Too much of too one-sided stuff, exactly. That's pretty much what wound up happening. So I hear, anyway. And those sorts of yaps have only recently happened, like, within, like, the past year. So, I think the same could be said of Family Guy. But, basically, all those, like, really crass, cartoons about the decline of American culture, they kind of suffered the same fate that they criticized, so it's interesting. But they kind of go through periods of getting better and then kind of falling off again, then getting better. I still watch this, I have too much time. The rumors are true. Oof. Yeah. I feel you there. I don't really tend to pay attention too much to American TV these days. So much of it has become so one-sidedly political. Like, oh my gosh. They put freaking, like, transgender politics stuff into Strawberry Shortcake. That's like a 5-year-old girl show. Not even American, I don't even care about Trump, but it's too much. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Like, freaking Marvel Comics. They literally had, like, a whole page dedicated to this big bad evil guy that was just a giant Trump head. Like, that's... Oh my gosh. Stop it! It's Larry that meme. Stop it. Get some help. Like, I like a lot of what Trump is doing, and even I have a lot of criticisms about him. Like, I do not like how he's handled the Epstein stuff, for sure. And I'm not gonna be, like, so diehard that I'd follow him to the ends of the earth. That's only for Jesus. That spot is reserved for Jesus and Jesus alone. But unfortunately, Trump is kind of the best we have in office right now. That's kind of my opinion on it. Certainly done a lot better than so many of our past presidents. Like, holy crap. But there's definitely things you can criticize him for, and I'm not going to be blind to that. That's basically all it is. Right, so I think I would do best by creating a background. Okay. Alright, I got a good feel for that. Ah! Bionicle vibes right there. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I love the vibrato on that. Oh gosh, okay. I think this would create a good base. Let's start with that. Okay. What I found funny is people getting obsessed with, you pay the tariffs, not China. Not even realizing that indirectly it still hinders Chinese production. And that focusing on semantics just makes them the small brain one. Yeah. To be honest, I think both sides of that argument right there are true. Yes, we are definitely the ones paying the tariffs. Because the companies are just going to foist the the cost onto the customers. But at the same time, that does also put stress on China. It's a double-edged sword, essentially. And it would work a lot better if we had more tax cuts. That way we could actually be able to afford to foot the bill. But, the tax cuts have been a little bit slow in coming. The Trump administration has definitely done some decent tax cuts. Like, no tax on tips. That's a huge one. I don't know if that one's permanent, though. If I remember correctly, I think that was just somewhat temporary. But if they can make permanent no tax on tips, that's massive. I think they're also looking into not taxing, like, Social Security, which the fact that it was a thing is insane to me. But, I need to get doing my taxes soon, but I'm waiting on some of my bank stuff, so. And thanks to all the Nick Shirley stuff, I don't know if you've seen that, but most of the taxes are just going to fraud. It's just, all our tax money is just going to these, like, Somali daycares that then funnel the money back to Somalia. It's like, oh my gosh. And not just Somalia, like, apparently there's a like, Jewish ethno-state, or like, ethno-city up in New York that basically does the same thing, except they don't funnel the money, they just suck off the welfare teat here in America. Ugh. It's like, when one group does it, everybody else is going to start doing it. And the American taxpayers are the ones footing the bill. It sucks. It sucks so bad. Show me a country where taxes are spent wisely. Yeah, that's so true. But, oh my gosh, when it's like trillions and trillions and trillions and straight up fraud, it's insane. Like, I swear, it's very well known that America is like quadrillions in debt. I would proffer that 90% of that is just healthcare fraud from all these people trying to funnel it to their own countries. It's insane. But, obviously I don't have any good numbers on that. Regardless of any side, I'll never trust the government. Yes, same. Never trust the government. Hey, I mean, Ronald Reagan's most famous words were, I'm from the most terrifying sentence you could hear is, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Like, there's nothing so permanent as a temporary government program. Oh, Lord. Actually, both work. Irregardless isn't used as much these days, pretty much because it's kind of redundant, but I use it a lot. And you use it, correct, exactly correct, irregardless of any side, like that. Irregardless is like, not just regardless, but like, screw everything, kind of. Bruh, I got like half hour left and I haven't put down a single note. Okay. Well, let's start with this. Ah, for Pete's sake, it's so on loop. Okay. Properties. Why does it have loop source as a thing? You lack the Christmas spirit. Yeah, I mean, Christmas was a whole year ago. I actually really like Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. I just like how it's just perfect, you know? Like, this nice, warm, fuzzy feeling stuff right as winter's kicking in. Which is when you need it the most, you know? It's just perfect. It's just nice. I love it. Also, Jesus. Let's see. Item properties. Okay. And then, take a look at this one. We gotta not loop the source. There we go. Ooh, we're going to save this project as we go. I'll leave it to your imagination what I mean by that. Okay. Hey, yeah. My cat's sitting up on top of his tower in my room. Let's see. You actually really do need to yoink it this in order for it to work. So, I'll do that. I'll give it a whole 4 measures. Okay. Alright, I think I have an idea where to go here. Wee. Okay. So, if I actually want to do what I want, I should probably go for this one. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. Is this what I want? Yeah. Bonk it back a little bit. Okay. Alright. It's gonna... Yeah, da 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 da, yeah, da 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 da. Ah, there we go. Boop. Okay. Then... Okay, actually that might mean that the next one I have to do is here. Ooh. Okay. Oh dear. Let's see. Okay, now we're locking in. やっと音楽を作る。すみません、日本人の皆様へ。たくさん、セチカーとか話があって。ちょっと難しい。Oh! That's interesting. Oh, so that's the main difference. This has like this is just a burst. Huh. So... I'm actually not going to use that then. Yep, it's ominous for now. hopefully it won't be soon. Not a peep a minute. Try that again. They don't last very long. I don't like this. I was hoping they would produce a long-lasting sound, but they're very short. So we're gonna try this again. Ah, wait, I want to be able to do this at least. Okay. Can you edit the decay parameter? Oh? Let me try that. I don't know what that is. I am very new to DAW stuff, so I could be very wrong about a lot of things. So, shift control, Z. Ah, edit, do. So, teach me, what is decay parameter? To release how long the sound sustains itself. I see. So where do I find that? It should be called release. Oh, I can actually switch between... I can switch between which channels I use. Okay. I don't know this DAW. Yeah, I don't really either. It's very bare bones, too. Is there a window for the instrument? What do you mean by that? I'm in the, like, when I do this, I'm in the MIDI for its instrument, the instrument that I'm using, but let's see. Swing. That's not quite right. Oh my! Actually, you know what? Let's Google this. Resort to the Google. So, Reaper decay parameter. Reaper decay parameter to the first version is controlled by parameter modulation to create dynamic, time-based, foes. Verb decay, found in reverb or third-party plugins. Parameter modulation auto decay by enabling audio control signal. What was the window where you chose the sound sample? Okay, so that would be this. Cause this is actually a third-party thing. This is a website or like a sort of what you call like a browser, I guess, called Spitfire Labs. It has a bunch of different music, like instrument packs that you can either buy or get for free. So this could be an area where I do it. I don't know. Tune, pan, volume. Oh. Okay. I could actually adjust the sound from... I can adjust the volume from there. So if I were to do this... Hooray! Adjust that to 0. my brain. Can I... There's not a lot of parameter. I wonder if that's the fingerprint symbol. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, I just got double click. Nice. Okay, so if I were to do this again, I can actually adjust the volume like that, which is interesting. Nice. Okay. It does say there's parameter modulation auto decay by enabling audio control signal parameters modulation menu. Decay fall. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Open the FX window. Select a parameter E. Okay. So we're going to open the FX window. Boo. You know what? Let's do this. Spitfire Labs. Decay parameter. Function. Okay, where to find it? Typically found in the instrument's main control panel, often a gear icon or center knob. So maybe that. Okay. Often through the ASDR envelope settings site. What? Ooh. LPF. Is this it? Oh. Wait a minute. That sounds slightly different. Do this. Maybe I'm just... I think I might just be smoking something. I don't know. It's more like a space / room to it. Yeah. Let's see. What are these things? What is this? Yeah, I want to know what these controls are. What the heck is this? I got 4 clocks. I got 3 clocks in my pocket.
So here we're going to go over the IIO controls. I've loaded up the Year America patch from Hyperpop Synths. Over here on the left, we have the expression slider. This is tied to CC11 by default and controls the volume of the patch. The second fader is the mod wheel, or CC1. I have it tied to my controller here. On this patch, we'll control the filter cutoff.
Ow.
On other patches, it may do something different. It will always be a timbre control of some kind.
That's my
whether
assumption
that's
too.
The instrument playing
I'm looking
louder
at the
or softer,
doors.
or a filter, a brightness parameter fading into this O control. We can click the center of to get the parameters to show on the right. The release parameter will control the amount of time after you release the key that the sample will continue to ring out. So you can watch my...
So there is a release function, but not all of these instruments have it, it looks like. That's interesting. So, I was taking a look at the 3 clocks in my pocket. But, for this one, maybe it will have it. What do you need in the first place? It has it! What? Okay. Okay. I got a little bit too excited. I actually bounced out of my chair. So there we go. It's better to do yoinketh. Oh, yikes. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna keep it at that. What? Not that. Beep boop. Okay. We won! Thank you, Ox. We did not win. We found the thing, but it didn't last. It lasted a lot longer, though, I think. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. That's because I only did one. We won! We won! We won! Don't worry, we won! We won! Okay. There we go. Now that should work. So that certainly lasted longer. Not exactly... Oh. You're right. Oh, gosh. We're getting there. We're getting there, chat. Sagif is a little slow with me sometimes. Sustain is all the way there. Decay. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Yes, that's nice. That's nice. And now we do this one. Sustain, decay, watcha. Okay. It's better every time. I can guarantee you that. Let's actually try adding notes, see if that would help. Or if we were to go up here. Okay. Just gonna go and get that. Maybe just adding notes is kind of the trick. Oh, for Pete's sake, stop. Okay. Okay. I think at this point, I just have to keep adding notes. Or, like, making new notes in order for it to actually feel good, if that makes sense. And to be honest, I don't need the thing going on the whole time. I just wish it would. Why am I constantly in the happy face? There we go. But thank you so much, Ox. That helped a lot. That helped a lot. Okay. Oh, for Pete's sake. Why do you always do that? Alright. Okay, there we go. Well, you know what? Let's also do this. Kind of turn down the volume. Because I don't want it to be like so incessantly loud. I'd rather it be kind of in the background. Have them both at 12. Let's see how that works. Okay, a little bit too soft there. Bump it up to 36. How's that? Oh my. Bump her up to 36. Not 40, 36. There we go. Okay. Maybe that'll sound better. Yes, much nicer. It's in the background. It's not so loud, because that's not supposed to be the main subject. Okay. In fact, let's actually bring these a little bit further up. And maybe... that. Okay. It's close. Just more back. At the end of the day, that was right. Then this needs to go back one. This needs to come up a few. Ah! Right out there might be fine. Yeah. So let's bring this up to maybe at least half a measure. No, I don't want that. Okay. There we go. Much better, much better. Okay. Gotta fix this a little bit. Just because. Alright. Going to save. No, I already saved the project. Whew. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Go fish. Okay. All right. Maybe here. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Okay. just need to do that. That was a little weird, so let's try this one more time. Yes, let's actually add a little bit of slide. Transitionary slide right there. I think that would help. Some of that's kind of unnecessary, so we'll cut that like right there. Yeah, we're off to a good start. Off to a good start. Ugh. See. Kind of spitballing right about now. Off to a nice Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Kind of spitballing at the moment. Tossing ideas at the wall, see if it'll work. There we go. Oh. That's my bedtime alarm. Okay. So first off, that part's a little bit long. Let's shorten it to like there. This. Okay, you can hardly hear it after over everything screeching to start. Definitely think we can make that a little bit shorter too. Do that. Good. Okay, as a good stopping point for today, I am tired. It's been a long day. But honestly, this is kind of good. I'm gonna add something wild here. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Okay. Anyways. That's the vibe we're going for. Bonkles. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But oh, glory, hallelujah. I need to sleep. Huh? Somebody left a comment somewhere? Eh? Hang on a second. I got a notification that somebody commented on Rumble, but I don't see nothing. What the heck, man? Eh? Hello. I just saw that. Eh? What's it? Oh, it's still going live and you can chat down there? Okay. I'm so confused. How is that possible? Okay. I learn new things every day. Hopefully it's not a bot. It might be. I don't know. I don't, and I'm, when you said I don't and I am proud, what were you referring to? I kind of missed that. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, the bonkles thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you're like an American about my age, you would definitely know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, then you probably are never gonna know, and that's okay. But it was, I would tell you, it was a time and a half, and I missed out on it. Oh. Actually, no, I'll put it this way. I'm sad I missed out on it because it was a very big cultural landmark for the transition to the millennial age. I'll put it that way. It was a time and a half because it was like lightning in a bottle. Once it's out, it's never coming back. And yeah, we're never going to get something like it ever again. But yeah, I'll miss it, that's for sure. But that kind of vibe is what I'm going for. But I don't want to get I'll put it this way. It's held by it's an IP. The actual name of it is an IP that is held by a very big company, and I don't really want to attract its ire, so I'm not going to mention it. But, yeah, that's about it. It was a time and a half, and I know my brother was really into it. It was sort of not my peripheral, but I'm so sad I didn't get more into it when it was still around, because I would have loved it so much. And in fact, I guess just the pure aesthetic of it and the lore and world building of the series was fantastic. Granted, it did have some hiccups here and there, but it was one of the first of its kind, I guess, especially for the millennial age. And by millennial, I mean like turn of the millennium, like 2000s. It was sort of the first of its kind, especially out here in the Americas, and it pulled it off very, very well, despite some very obvious flaws, like retconning type flaws. But it was one of those stories where it knew where it was supposed to go. Like, it had an end, and it was going towards it, but it got canceled, so I wasn't able to tell its whole story, and that's so sad. But, its aesthetic, its lore, its world building, its storytelling, its moral, like, value system and stuff like that, it had left such a positive influence on American culture, and it's sad that it's just kind of getting buried at the moment, but, it was one of those things that really influenced kid me growing up in ways that I didn't realize, especially because I wasn't so obsessed with it. It wasn't until, like, later on in life that I really was like, whoa, this was going on? I can't believe I missed it. But, that and the Subspace Emissary from Smash Bros. Brawl. Those two were they actually had pretty similar vibes, I'm gonna be honest. But, especially around the time that I got into Bonkles. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm tired. I need to go to bed because I have work tomorrow. Well, I don't just have work tomorrow. I have a nutritionist appointment. I have been pretty open about my health problems, and that's what I go to the nutritionist for. But yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for the Yappinox. I always appreciate it. Yeah, I'll say this one more time because I'm paranoid about that. But I'm gonna do this. Actually, no, wait. Oh, well. Yeah. It was a very popular American thing, but I don't think it ever got into anywhere in Europe. Yep, good night. Thank you so much for joining. I always appreciate it. And to everybody else, too, who may have been watching or whatever, thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you again Wednesday. Wednesday for sure. We'll be doing this again. And I wish you all pleasant dreams in the name of Jesus Christ. 来てくださって本当にありがとうございました。まあ、あまり日本語を使っていなかったけど、まだ言ったらありがとうございました。本当に感謝しております。いや